kai tōku ingoa, kei te kōrero au, ki tōku kaumātua ko Eric Matthews tōna ingoa I tēnei rā e pāna ki tōna mahi karetao. Pretty special because not much people really have this kind of thing in your family. It's special to me because it's always been around. I've known it for 11 years now.
Hi, who's that? Who's that? That's my great-granddaughter, that's Kaea. Hi! Okay, that's Kaea. Oh, here he comes, old Witchy Poo! Oh, yeah, old Witchy Poo! Yep, yeah, 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 yeah! Oh, we like the spider boy dancing, don't we, boys and girls, eh? My grandfather, he taught me all the puppets, and his grandparents before him were tied up with puppets and that too. However, I had to learn by watching him all the time. Because I used to go out with him at all the shows we used to go to for picnics and carnivals and fairs and school fairs and birthday parties and all those sort of things. And I always went with him and always watched him all the time. Hey, hello, Nana.
Look, I lost it. What do you want?
Well, he had a ventriloquist doll called Jerry. But Jerry was a very big doll, and I was only a little boy at the time. I was only about 4 when I was being taught puppets. And the doll was too big, so my grandfather bought me a smaller doll, which is Mr. Happy. Oh, 100?
100.
He's nearly 100. How old are you? 3. And you've got the puppet that's 100 years old. He's a nice fellow though, isn't he? You alright, Mr. Happy?
I want to go home.
He wants to go home! Oh!
There's other puppets that you have and they're called marionettes.
Marionettes, yes. Like this one that's coming up here, and he is the ringmaster. And he comes up because when he introduces everybody, I'm the ringmaster, and he lifts his hat up and down and props it so he introduces the show for all the boys and girls.
When you used to perform in front of kids with Scary Bones, were kids frightened of him?
Well, some were. And I was entertaining mostly all around the Wellington and different parts of the island. Christmas time's the big time for all the major companies that had Christmas parties for their children. And I used to take my own children along, your grandmother and your grandmother's brother. They used to come along to the Punch and Judy shows for the Christmas parties with me then too. Your mother and your aunties, when they were little, I used to take them out to do Punch and Judy shows, and we went to some of the supermarkets and department stores and we put on shows there when they were little.
What's the plan with the puppets?
For the future?
Yeah.
Well, somebody's going to have to do it, otherwise it'll die out, won't it, the family. But now it's got down, it usually handed down from grandfather to grandson. That's often how it's been the way. But at the moment, I'm not sure, but I have got a little great-granddaughter, and as I showed before, Mr. Scary Bones, I've made them small so she could use them, and she comes around here after Montessori, and she comes and does a little Punch and Judy show with us both, and she just might be the one yet, I'm not sure, unless you want to take them on. Oh, look at that, Mr. Bug. But one day you're going to take him to Monty, aren't you?
Yes. Why?
I don't know.